take care of the crew. I delegate what they do throughout the day. So I tell everyone to mow greens, tees, aprons, fairways. I've also taught them how to do it. I also change the cups. There's 40 cups. I have to change them twice a week. And that's a difficult job on that. Do it for compaction and playability's sake. People, the cup gets, damaged around it every day. I mean, there's traffic. We get 30,000 rounds. And so we constantly want to change the cup from one corner to the next or anywhere on the green, really for compaction's sake. You really want the ground to be as hard as possible this time of year. We're really looking for that. You have to be a New York State registered pesticide license. So that entails me going to classes. I've been to Cornell Turf School. I've been to all those kinds of things. So, and you have to upkeep your credits. So every year, or maybe a couple times a year, we go to classes where they do seminars and they talk about all the practices. They talk about chemical formulations, all the research that's out there on the turf. And in the past 10 years, that has changed. And then when we do spray, there's a lot of things that go in the tank. And there's things such as fungicide, there's insecticide, there's herbicides, there's water surfactants, there's nutritional things in there like nitrogen. We put phosphorus in to keep away heavy diseases. We also throw in growth regulator. Is a new product that is what makes a golf course a golf course.
My name is Dan Gherkin. I'm a seasonal worker here at the golf course. Basically what I do is I cut fairways, I cut aprons around the greens, I cut greens as well when it's needed. I also go around, we clean up, we do prep sort of things for spraying and all that sort of fun stuff. There's also random projects, clearing weeds, clearing all that stuff. But mostly it's just me sitting on a mower making stripes. At the beginning and the end of every season, we do something called aerating. We aerate the fairways, greens, aprons, everything, and that basically poking 2 to 3 inch holes in the turf, and that's going to loosen things up. It's more or less a passive way of tilling, except you're still keeping most of the turf intact. We get a number of plugs from the green, and we use that to fill in holes because that immediately will grow grass. And throughout the winter season, with the holes punched in, air is able to get in the turf, in the grass, and the oxygen, everything else that the ground may need. Then the coating of snow. So when we get that melt in the spring, we get this sort of rebirth because the holes are still there. The air is able to get in the turf, in the ground, the moisture is able to seep in, and the grass roots itself, and then we get a nice green spring like we've had.
Well, in the summertime, probably most of the time I spend working on the sand bunkers here, maintaining them and edging them, filling them with new sand. I also take care of a lot of the chainsaw work when we have trees and limbs fall down. I do quite a bit of mowing. Mow fairway mowing a lot in the afternoon. I'm usually on the white 9, one of the 3 9s we have. And I also mow on the rotary mower, which is a lot of the taller grass that's off the course around the clubhouse and up at the pavilion where they have catering parties. Yeah, there are any, we always make jokes about the golf course gnomes that come out and do all our work for us at night, which is what I think golfers think sometimes. But no, there's a lot of work. The biggest thing is you really have to keep your eyes open, and your ears open. That there's, we do a lot of mechanical work ourselves here. We don't really have a full-time mechanic, so you have to be good at, fixing equipment on the fly, which I don't think people really realize here. You have to have a good eye for detail and see things, notice things that there might be a leak somewhere or something like that. It's important to do that. And the bottom line is we're a team, I mean, it's really, everybody helps everybody out, and you got to all be on the same page.